Hey, Awesomes, how you doing today? Welcome to, we are in week 13, I think it is. It's Thanksgiving week, so, or maybe it's week 14, I can't remember now, but the module's available to you. Since there is not a lot going on this week, I thought we would talk about a couple of the other assignments that you have coming up. One of those being the Project 1B, the professional website. So, as you'll notice in the announcement I sent out, there's a link to my professional website that I use, and so I'm going to kind of use it as a model. A couple of the previous student websites that I usually use, for some reason, I can't get them to load at the moment, so I don't know. The student either may have put them on private, perhaps, or something like that. So I'm just going to use mine and give us the basic structure, the basic things that we need to know about anyway for this assignment. So let's take a look at that. So I will minimize down here. All right, so here is the Project 1B professional website assignment sheet from our course website. And so this is kind of an overview and a rationale. You want to establish your online presence and practice some digitally integrated document composition is really what we're kind of going for here. I do want to read the assignment prompt here real quick. Revise your resume in order to take advantage of web pages as digital technologies. Your online resume must add functionality beyond paper, resume, and content. For example, increased navigability through hyperlinks, increased visibility through search engine optimization, or varying the visual content in creative professional ways. And I want to emphasize right here the or. All right. Search engine optimization is not a requirement. Sometimes that can just be a little overwhelming and whatnot. If you know that, feel free to. If I'm looking at this list, I like the hyperlinks, right, and then just visually representing, presenting your information in new and different ways. Be prepared to explain your composition design, accessibility choices. While the minimum requirement is to develop your resume as a web page, you may also consider integrating a portfolio of relevant projects with short paragraphs describing their value to your learning and to your audiences. So those are some choices that you can be making, but here are the minimum requirements. Online professional website complete with graphics, images, and links. Right, so it's kind of the big three. Page dedicated to your online, integrated, and digitally enhanced navigable resume, and additional relevant pages that serve to enhance your professional presence online. So, using mine as an example, so let's switch over here to my page, right? So, my particular field in academia, I don't have a resume online. I have a curriculum vitae, right? A CV is more common in my field. So where my CV is, you would have a resume there. Research is important in my field, so I'll show you that in a minute. Obviously teaching, and then a teaching philosophy statement. These are kind of like the biggies in my field. So I have a tab for each one of those. My landing page is, I don't want to say it's a standard about me page, but it says here what I do. And like I said, this is kind of more standard in my field. And then I've also taken the liberty of incorporating particular quotes here that either inform either my research or my teaching, things that I've taken advantage of here on the right-hand side. And then I've added other things down here at the bottom, so people, if they want to follow this page, calendar, etc. All right, and then people can leave a comment or reply. So let's go to my curriculum vitae. And I do want to kind of explain some of the, it says in there like to make your resume more online friendly or design friendly, if you will. My curriculum vitae, at least in our field, is very, very specific. So, but I can include some hyperlinks and whatnot. So I'm going to show you some things I can do to improve mine, as well as some things that I have done that are not too bad, okay? So like for instance, contact, here's my information right here, and what could I do right there? I could make that a hyperlink, right? Someone can email me directly without having to then go somewhere else and type that in. So that's something that I can do to improve, right? My education, here's this coming up, right? Here's the link to the Wayne State website. My previous college, if someone wants to see what kind of university, right, that I went to and find out some more information, there's a link to that. Excuse me, both of those particular universities. And then not to say that ours follows a very strict format, but in a way, we start off with certain things generally, and we have these split up into service, scholarship, and teaching. So here is some scholarship. There's a publication I have, and then I've got a link right here. If you click on that link, it will take you to the page of where that article is online by this particular company. TNF is the publisher for the journal Education for Business. And so this pops up, and then you can see teaching. My computer's running really slow. Sorry, guys. Teaching ethics to marketing and logistics majors, a transformative learning experience, right there. And you can see I did that with a group of people right there. All right. So that's one way that I am integrating links, all right, to my website, my professional website. Here's one of the conferences I went to. They have an actual website there, Association of College Collegiate Marketing Educators Conference, etc., right? And then, of course, yours doesn't necessarily have to be this long or involved, but then I have my subsections here, and then another place I've got an opportunity to express links and show things of that nature. Here are some of the professional memberships. And then here's my teaching. So here's another opportunity, right? I've got another section in here that's for teaching. So what I could do, I could make teaching a link and link to the other part on my website here. I could do English 3050, this particular class, right? I could make this a link to our course website, English 3010, Intermediate Writing Online. I could also link to that particular course's website, or I could link to within. So let's say all these courses right here. I've got a section up here, right, for teaching and courses taught. Here's basic writing. I have composition. Right, so when I list my composition courses, I could link to this page where someone could click on that and see, okay, here's sample syllabi. Here are two examples of that particular course's website. And then we could go back, so we have technical communications. We have this course, right? So here's the sample syllabus. See how this it's all interlinking between each other. So I want to go back and kind of highlight, okay, so online professional with graphics, images, and links. Okay, so my teaching philosophy is where I begin to integrate some more graphics, if you will. So I did this weird thing where I thought the picture of the brain kind of set up well with this quote, and then I go into the standard in our field, this genre of this, and then I've got a link here. In addition, here are additional assignments that support teaching writing, and so here I've got some graphics on some of these sub-pages because they're more. That's the place where I can get away with doing those kind of things on a professional website. So I have to keep those things in. So so here's a genre analysis. I have to keep some things in consideration. So I've still got some pages that have yet to be completely put together, or I've done something, right? So it's a good way to see if they're reading a rhetorical analysis. No. And let's see if you'll let me do the discourse community assignment. I linked these from another website, so that's possibly why those are happening. Okay, that's why we tested. All right, very good. So I'll need to fix those, right? Make sure that those are working properly. Here are two more. I like to do a lot of quotes, and that's kind of standard in our field, if you will. And then my own research, and this might be where you might have assignments, right? So here is my master's composition portfolio. So someone can click right on that, and I've got a link to where it pulls up the PDF of the assignment, or excuse me, a PDF of the paper. So here is my cover letter for my master's piece, right? There's one. And then they can look at each, if there was something particular that they wanted to view or they wanted to look at, right? So that's how those things are all kind of integrated. There's different things that you can do in and for and with this particular assignment. So that gives you a broad overview, if you will, of Project 1B professional website. So you can integrate things that are particular in your field, right? I'm doing things that are particular in my field, and that is a lot of time that scholarship or linking to particular organizations. If you have those that are in your field, if you're part of the engineering society or if you're a nursing association or anything of these nature, those are the kind of things that you want to link. And if you've got something in your resume that's demonstrating something that you're doing, and you can upload a PDF of that thing that demonstrates it and make it really interactive so that someone who goes to your professional website can just basically hang out right there and link in and amongst on your page to find out all the things that you have to offer as a professional in that field. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps a little bit. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. A happy Thanksgiving week to you. Please do let me know if there's more that I can do for you. Take care and have a great day. Bye.